Okay, I released a video yesterday on the OBSBOT Tail Air. It's kind of a setup video use case for me on how I use the OBSBOT Tail Air. Today, there's been a request for raw video footage of the Tail Air itself. So today, that's what I'm doing. I'm just throwing a bunch of clips that I have as I was testing it in different scenarios. Some of the clips are good quality. Some of the clips are not so good. And I guess that's what people want to see. So I'm giving them the raw data that I have. Now, this is the Tail Air I'm looking at right here. That's what I'm using currently. It is in wireless NDI mode in 4K 30. Okay, so this is my normal setup for live streaming, and you can see what that looks like. I'm currently looking at it. I'm not even listening to it. So whatever latency between the video and the audio there is, you're going to see it. And I'll see it when I'm actually putting the video together. Here we go. All right, so this is a clip of a church practice where we're practicing worship band. That's me on drums. Currently, camera is, I think it's approximately 15 feet away from the group there. And currently it's in auto, but there's something you need to know with the blue in the back and why it's so grainy and distorted. I was in HDR before the developers told us not to use HDR because there are some HDR issues that they're working on to get fixed. So this does not do this in non-HDR. And if you have it off, the blues actually look, normal. So just FYI. But this is you recording directly to the camera. Using the SD card, and I have an external microphone hooked into the 3.5 millimeter. It is a Rode video micro that I'm using, and it's just recording the audio coming straight out of the front of house mix. All right, so here we have the same kind of clip, but it's a little different now. It's auto tracking and trying to frame the group. And you'll see as a friend of mine comes up, one of our singers comes up, the camera catches and reframes it. This is, again, 4K 30, recording directly to the camera, to the micro SD card. Okay, and using the external microphone through the 3.5 millimeter jack. All right, so this is another clip. Now, this one is different. This one is AI tracking the subject here, in this case, Kylene, who is going to be singing. And she, you can notice the camera's kind of out of frame. What I'm doing in the back is actually trying to fix the focus because it would not focus on her to begin with. So you see me fumbling around on the phone there. And I'm also I will use the AI director a couple of times through here, and it'll reframe on her. But it is tracking her. I had her do the hand gesture to get it to track her just to test it to see how it looks. Again, this is 4K 30. Again, the HDR mode is on, so you see the discolored blue. That was by mistake. Again, I will remind you that the non-HDR does not show that, and the developers are working on HDR to get it to accurately display all colors. But just give you that heads up. All right, so this clip here is a 1080p clip. Obviously, I rendered a video in 4K, so I had to put a background there. I did not want to try to rescale the video so you could see it, but so I wanted to leave it as raw as possible. This is 1080p, and this is non-HDR. This is after they told us to turn HDR off. Okay, so HDR is off. Obviously, you can see the blue in the background looks good. This is over HDMI through my AverMedia live streamer capture, I think. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's their version of Cam Link from Elgato. And it's capturing the HDMI signal. And I'm also using a Fifine wireless lav, which I use in another video, which you'll see here in a minute. But this is 1080p, again, using HDMI. Also, all the settings are in auto. And this lighting is kind of a low light because my key lights are like at 15-20%. They're almost at the lowest setting they can go. And there's no overhead lighting on, and it's just the back fill lights from the RGB lighting. So this is a low light scenario, so you can get an idea what it looks like in low light. All right, so this is an outdoor setting video using natural daylight. This is in the evening time frame. I am cooking, and I'm also using a wireless lav. Again, it's a Fi-Fine lav I'm using. It is connected to the camera through the 3.5 millimeter, and I am in 1080p 30, recording directly to camera on the battery. All right, so there's no external power or anything. It's directly off the battery, just sitting on a tripod. And I've got it hooked up through Wi-Fi so I can control it on my phone. And that's what I'm doing right here. So I'm just cooking. This is just a sample at 1080p 30 to give you an idea of what it looks like.
Charlie, could you go get me some butter? Some butter? Now these have been pre-marinated in garlic and some butter and some oil, some avocado oil juice. Let me get these spread out now. Okay, so this is the last recording. Again, this is NDI Wi-Fi. The camera is now disconnected from everything, and I have turned all of the lights off. Okay? See if I can get her to track. Keep my arms down so tiny too. So the tail air does not track me. But this is NDI over Wi-Fi. The camera is disconnected, so it is running on battery, and I have my Rode Video Micro plugged into the 3.5 millimeter port, and currently, again, NDI. And I'll turn all the lights off, and I'm being tracked right now as I'm walking around in the studio, and you can see that it does a fairly good job as long as I walk slowly. I do not have it on action traction, or it will do fast tracking. I currently have it on the, I guess, normal mode, but as you can see, it is tracking me in low light. Currently about, do not know what the focus is doing right now, but I'm currently about, I would say, 6 feet away from the camera and walking around, as you can see here, and I'm talking, and it's tracking me through, and I'm walking back. I'm now about 9 feet away, probably 10 feet away, and now I'm walking around my PC as it's continuing to track me. And then around, it's kind of hidden a little bit. See if it can track me through. And there you go, it's tracking me. So this is just an example of an extreme low light situation. The only lighting on is this one key light currently, and I have a fill light back there, and then I have the fill lights back here. There's no overhead lighting on. There's no extra lighting beyond what I just discussed, especially over here where it's really dark. So this is, this is what Tail Air does well. So you can see that it does a pretty good job at adjusting. Now, I'm sure there's some noise in the video because it's such an extreme low light situation. But even in that, you can see that, the video is pretty good for, essentially a webcam, a high-end webcam on a microphone with some pretty good software. So there you go. That's the last cut of this video.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. If you got any questions, please let me know. Drop a comment down below, and I'll try my best to answer them, or, in the community forums, whatever you feel comfortable doing. But this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed and the clips, and I hope they helped you out and answered any questions that you may have had concerning it in the raw video. This video here is another question that I'm hoping to answer, and that I am charging the Tail Air right now. It's maybe 15-20% battery, and I'm currently charging it while using it. So anyway, recording it. But by the way, if I did not say that they were standalone recordings, I was recording all of these inside of OBS Studio. Okay, just give you a heads up what I was using to record. But other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a great week. Be safe. Bye-bye.